the top stories. Nevis Historical and Conservation Society advances coastal restoration with U.S. Forest Service support. Skilec announces scheduled power outages, and SKN Robotics team wins Social Media Challenge Award at first global competition in Greece. We'll be back with the details after the break.
It has been 2 years since Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew led his team to victory at the polls and assumed the reins of government. He and his team came to office on the promise of restoring our nation to its glory days, when good governance assured every citizen and resident was guaranteed economic stability and employment, quality health care and education, modern housing, and visionary social protections. But where are they now? And how do they measure up in delivering on the promises made to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis? Join me, Ebony Brandon, on ZIZ Television each Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Fridays at 8 p.m. for the limited episode series, The Nine, an era of transformation. As together we explore how the Dr. Terence Drew-led government has followed through on their commitment to transforming the nation into the world's first sustainable island state.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Have you heard about Kumar's grocery store at Needmos Estate, just after the water department? At Kumar's, we pride ourselves on helpful and friendly staff, great prices, and excellent service. Don't miss our weekend specials, starting every Thursday, and our super specials on Saturdays. We're open Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So what are you waiting for? Check us out at Kumar's, where service is all pleasure.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, or NHCS, was recognized for their efforts in restoring critical wetland ecosystems during the closing ceremony of the Natural Infrastructure for Caribbean Resilience Program, or NICA, at the U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown, Barbados. Over the past 3 years, the NHCS has spearheaded the restoration of Nevis wetlands, Nelson's Spring and Fort Ashby project through NICA support. NHCS has restored several sections across 11 acres of coastal wetland across the 2 historically significant sites. The project has focused on the removal of invasive species and planting of native wetland flora. One of the key achievements of this initiative has been the establishment of a protective band of mangroves along the coastline. The planting of mangroves will help to reduce coastal erosion, improve biodiversity, and provide a natural barrier against climate impacts. The closing event featured testimonials from grantees and program participants and facilitated panel discussions on the ongoing need for regional collaboration in ecosystem protection and climate adaptation. In speaking at the event, NCHS Project Coordinator Keithley Amry emphasized the importance of community support in his contribution. He stated, quote, "One of the lessons that have been learned is community involvement. We are trying to get communities involved in clearing the area and taking ownership of it. It also helps from a government point of view, as it is a historical area. So we are looking at financial resilience in terms of developing the area as a sustainable tourism product," end quote. This he cited among the acknowledgement of other challenges with tourism development while maintaining the need to preserve the historical sites and environs. In July, the NICAR team visited Nevis and saw firsthand the challenges and successes with the NHCS-led initiative. The organization has organized cleanup days and other outreach events, raising awareness of the importance of wetland conservation among Nevisians. U.S. Ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Roger Nyhus, highlighted the importance of NICAR and addressing regional climate impacts. He stated, quote, "The Caribbean is known for its breathtaking natural beauty, but it is also a region that is particularly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Rising sea levels, increasingly severe hurricanes, and other extreme weather events pose significant threats to the livelihoods of millions. In this context, the restoration and preservation of natural infrastructure, such as mangroves and forests, are not just environmental imperatives, but also critical to the resilience and sustainability of Caribbean communities." End quote. And in other news, the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, or SKELEC, has announced scheduled maintenance outages for the week of September 30th to October 4th, 2024. These outages are part of ongoing efforts to improve service reliability. On Monday, September 30th, Bourke's Estate and Stadium View Sandy Point are the areas set to be affected. On Tuesday, October 1st, Keyon Village, Keys Village, Treetop Housing Project, and Bourke's Housing Project Sandy Point will be without power for most of the day. Areas set to be affected on Wednesday, October 2nd, Camps Village, Bourke's Housing Project Sandy Point, and Spooner's Keyon and Lower Keyon. And Thursday, October 3rd, will see Soho Housing Project Sandy Point affected. SKELEC has advised that power is set to be suspended in the named areas from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The company apologizes for any inconvenience caused and urges customers to prepare for these planned outages. Those who remain without power after the scheduled outages are asked to call 465-2013 or 600 from a mobile phone to issue a report. Meanwhile, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics team has copped the Social Media Challenge Award at the 2024 First Global Challenge event in Athens, Greece. The team unfortunately did not make it to the finals of the competition, but was awarded for their creativity, collaboration, and enthusiasm with the award. The First Global Challenge event saw students from over 100 countries competing to demonstrate their understanding of science and technology. According to First Global's website, this year's theme challenged teams to learn about and address the obstacles and opportunities to provide the global population with equitable, safe, nutritious, and environmentally responsible food. In the Feeding the Future Robotics Challenge game, teams maneuvered their robot in a simulated world that emphasizes the intricate and interdependent relationship between water, energy, and food systems, while carefully managing and balancing global resources to support a sustainable food system. And coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
I would just like to thank God, my mother, and Flo for allowing me this great opportunity.
I am elated to be 2024 scholarship recipient from Flo. It proves to me that hard work really pays off.
Receiving this scholarship means a lot to me because not only does it help me to pursue my education in becoming a lawyer or an architect, it also helps my mom in any financial burden my studies may arise.
This scholarship will help me greatly in my school supplies and on my way to becoming a lawyer.
My Flow scholarship means freedom. Freedom to go, to grow, to become exactly who I want to be. What this scholarship means to me, it means everything. With this support, I won't have to worry about school clothes and supplies. I would like to thank Flo for believing in me and allowing me the opportunity of this scholarship.
This scholarship will help me immensely as I continue my educational journey throughout my secondary level.
Receiving this scholarship is truly an honor to me. It is a symbol of my dedication and potential.
This scholarship enabled me to reach further in my studies without my parents having all the financial pressure.
I will take this opportunity to get school supplies, get assignments done, projects and schoolwork completed in a timely manner.
Get ready to relax in style with Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley's Furniture Home Store. Easy living, easy saving sales event. For the entire month of September, we're bringing you unbeatable deals that will transform your home. Save 25% off on living room sets store-wide. For cozy couches to elegant sectionals, we have everything you need to create your dream living room. Shop with us and enjoy double cashback coupons for free groceries with all higher purchases. Every higher purchase enters you for a chance to win free groceries for a whole year. You can also win a stunning 4-piece living room set. That's right. Don't miss out on the Easy Living, Easy Saving sales event at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley's Furniture Home Store all month long. Hosford's, making your house a home.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Thank you for staying with us. Classes resumed at the Keon High School on Monday as students and teachers returned to the premises that had been shut down since March of this year. Our cameras visited for the first day of classes. Kent Fuentes has more.
The sign at the entrance said it all. Welcome back to the Keon Falcons. This as students and teachers who were away for 7 months finally returned to in-person classes. During this time, renovation work was done to ensure their safety on return to classes. For Principal Kyla Morris and her team, it was something they longed for, as she believes physical interaction with their peers is important for the students' development.
We are all excited to be back here with each other. In fact, one of the most important parts of being here as a school is the socialization aspect. We missed our students missed us, we missed each other. So we're happy to be back here. Socialization is a very important aspect. And this morning I said to the students, I asked them, do you miss your friends? Did you miss your friends? And they responded, yes. So I know they miss their friends. If you know, we look at some persons there, they want time to socialize, they socialize. They have been away from each other for such a long time. And we need that kind of, closeness and an opportunity to socialize with each other.
She also believes the problems faced by the school have been resolved.
For the most part, the Ministry of Education would have ensured that they did the necessary mediation work to ensure that we are able to return today to a conducive learning environment.
Ms. Morris said her staff did their part to ensure the children had a smooth transition.
Well, the first thing we did was ensure that we had a general assembly to kind of steer the students around. So right now, if you would have observed, some students started walking back and forth trying to find where to go and here and there. But for the most part, we are settled. It has been such a long time, but we're excited to be here. And I think by the end of the week, everybody will know where to go.
While they also made special provisions for the students entering the school as the first formers.
For the first form students, now we just have had the opportunity to give them a real orientation. We were at the Cairn Primary School for about 3 weeks, so we knew that once they arrived here, we had to group them together and, take them around the school to indicate which room is where, especially since they have to move around to go to various classes. Our year head for Farm 1, Miss Simon, I think she's doing a fantastic job so far in ensuring that the students know exactly where to go, who their teachers are, etc.
The school's headmaster thanked her staff for the work they did to keep the work flowing while dealing with the challenges they faced.
I have to say thank you to the Cairn High School teachers. They are very resilient. Some of them had to come to the primary school for a class or two, then go back home for an online class. So it was hectic, but they were resilient and we got the work job done.
While she's confident the problems the school faced is behind them.
I am extremely hopeful so far. I feel like we're on the right path. Things have improved considerably and I'm hopeful that we don't ever have to experience this again. It's been a tough journey, a challenging journey, one we have learned from, but we are hoping that together with the Ministry of Education we are able to maintain these spaces to ensure that we never have to experience this again.
Kent Fuentes, ZIZ News.
While other parts of the Caribbean appear to be plagued by issues associated with brain drain, that is not necessarily the case in Nevis. That's according to Premier Mark Brantley. He told ZIZ's Dion Baptiste Clark that steps are being taken to continuously improve and develop the island, making it more attractive to nationals who are then less likely to seek opportunities abroad.
The phenomenon of brain drain is not one that Nevis is plagued by, so says Premier Mark Brantley. During a recent interview with ZIZ News, he explained that many factors contribute to people opting to stay in Nevis, among them the fact that opportunities abound here.
A lot of our students are coming back home. Many of them are on scholarship, so they're bonded, so they do come home. Students who are going to Taiwan, they're going to various places, they come home. And I see a lot of them here making a positive impact and a positive difference. Our employment situation has also improved dramatically. In fact, when we look at Social Security numbers, Social Security is telling Nevis that they're in a unique position of having more jobs than employees. So when you look at the Social Security statistics, the island of Nevis has more jobs than it has number of employees.
Premier Brantley said the gap is often filled by people working multiple jobs.
So you'd have one person who's doing 2, sometimes 3 jobs, because there are more jobs than employees. So if you were to do a 1-to-1 match in Nevis, you'd end up with jobs that are unfilled. And so people are now filling the gap by doing 2 and sometimes 3 jobs. People are hustling and doing various things. So that's a phenomenon that we're experiencing here. So there's more opportunity in terms of jobs. The government has put in place certain policies to help start up businesses, small businesses. So a lot of young people are emerging, young entrepreneurs are emerging. And I think the result of that is that we have lessened the appeal of foreign countries.
He said rules have changed in many of the foreign countries, making it more difficult for Caribbean nationals to navigate.
And I've said to our people, it makes no sense going to America, being up there illegally, going to Canada or the UK, being there illegally, when you could be home and making your contribution. And so I think a lot of our people have responded to that. So we're not seeing that push like before. You know, we see people now who leave here routinely, go on holiday in the States and come back home. So they're not like some countries where the minute they get a visa, that's a license to go and run any people country. You know, that we don't do that as much. So I think that we had our period of that, 1970s and 80s and maybe the 90s, but I think since then, St. Kitts and Nevis has settled down and the migratory pull, if you will, has become less.
The Premier told ZIZ News that in recent times, St. Kitts and Nevis has seen an increase in the number of people from other OECS and CARICOM countries migrating and making their home in the Federation. While some have resisted it, Premier Brantley said it's important to remember that there was once a time when they too went to other countries in search of better opportunities.
We have a pattern of going out, so if now people are coming in, we must recognize that the same factors that caused us to go out are now the factors that cause people to come in. And what are those factors? Perhaps circumstances at home are not as favorable, and they see opportunity. So a lot of times when I hear our own people complain and say there's nothing happening here, I say, well, that's interesting because entire families are moving here, especially from our colleague OECS countries. And people don't move to go to a place to take punishment. People move to go to places where they see opportunity. And I think that our people sometimes need to really take a deep breath, step back from the political rhetoric and look at what is happening in their country.
He rubbished claims that it's easier for non-nationals to navigate the job market and entrepreneurship than it is for citizens of the Federation.
I think that is nonsense. I really do think it's nonsense. I think that we find excuses because we are not prepared to make the effort. Too many of our people feel that they ought to sit back and something should drop into their laps. I've had an experience which I find is remarkable where a constituent remonstrated very strongly with one of my colleagues and said that for over a year their child was home sitting down and couldn't find a job, only to find out the child had not sent out a single application. Not a single application. And so when my colleague said, well, where has a child applied? He said, oh, she sent out an application because somebody must come to their house and tell her, there's a job here for you, come and get it. The difference with people who are coming in, and the reason I think why some try to say it's easier is because those people come in and they come in to look for work, they come in to advance themselves.
Premier Brantley said while there may be challenges, citizens of the Federation should move beyond complaining, get up and go after what they want. Dion Batiste-Clark, ZIZ News.
The Department of Creative Economy has launched another initiative aimed at safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage of St. Kitts and Nevis. Here's more. As explained by Director Liebert Swank, as it's been aptly named, is meant to quench one's thirst for sweet cultural music.
It invites and welcomes our creative persons to apply their creative juices, their energies, to continue what they've been doing for years, but to add a little more cultural seasoning to some of the works that we create. We all know of our various creative writers, music producers, entertainers who are making waves not only in St. Kitts and Nevis but across the region and far afield on the international stage. And they bring sweet, sweet St. Kitts and Nevis music, and people love it. But we think that it could be more. We could add more to what we're offering. Part of our mandate is, in fact, our main mandate from the Cultural Heritage End is to safeguard our cultural heritage. And it's rich, it's diverse, it's expansive, and while we are opening up to more contemporary opportunities and tapping into different markets and exposing our people and exposing people to us here in St. Kitts and Nevis to new opportunities, new creative expressions, and so it's critically important that we don't lose focus on our rich cultural heritage.
He said this initiative is meant to encourage citizens to explore their creativity through cultural expression even more.
More bull, more masquerade, hint more on our saltfish and dumpling. Never heard a song about conchs, or it might be sweeter than saltfish. Could sing about that. Our experiences in the sugar industry, our creative art forms, craft, jumping off a big stone down the bay. That's our lived experience, our cultural heritage. Anything that speaks to St. Kitts and Nevis, we could infuse more of that into our music and use the powerful tool that is music to help perpetuate and to continue to safeguard and lend reference to and celebrate and pay homage to all those diverse elements of our cultural heritage.
Minister of the Creative Economy, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, was among those present at the Swank launch event. He said local music is a tool through which global audiences can learn about St. Kitts and Nevis, and as such, it must continue to encapsulate all elements of local culture.
It's always a pleasure for me. And one of the things when I travel the world and I hear some of our songs being played, particularly I've heard a lot of Akai being played globally, and I mean almost everywhere I travel is either Akai or Byron Messiah. And one of the things that I've always been delighted about is to connect with the sayings in the songs. well, you know that is St. Kitts. Just the way it is said, the things that are said, you know that is St. Kitts.
The minister said that through this initiative and others, the Department of the Creative Economy is doing all it can to ensure that these aspects of local culture never die. After the break, 2 Antiguan women detained in box hand fraud investigation. Regional is next.
Guess what? What? September 2024 marks the official start of Aspire.
And our government has a super cool gift just for us.
$1,000 in saving and investments.
$500 will be held in a savings account.
That we go. As you go.
And $500 in shares kept safely until you are qualified to access it.
And it belongs to us. Not mommy, no daddy.
And not only that, you'll be learning all about how to manage your money wisely at school too.
Yes, all children ages 5 to 18 who are citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis
and registered at a school, including homeschool, will qualify.
I can't wait for September 2024.
But I am the first group ever to benefit from this program.
Yay! To saving, investing, and
watching our money grow.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Here are your Horseford Value Mart IGA Independence 41 specials for September 19th through October 2nd. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. IGA or Essential Everyday Microwave Popcorn, $7.99. Essential Everyday Cranberry Juice Cocktails, $8.99. Essential Everyday Dry Roasted Peanuts are just $12.99. Breyers Ice Cream, $22.99. Culinary Circle Pizza, $29.99. Essential Everyday Fries, $15.79. And now our very low weekly value deals. IGA or Essential Everyday Salad Dressings, $10.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Cornflakes, $9.99. Essential Everyday Applesauce Bowls, $11.99. Essential Everyday Oats, regular and old-fashioned, $14.99. Arm & Hammer Toothpaste, $14.99. Arm & Hammer Deodorant, just $8.99. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
I would just like to thank God, my mother, and Flo for allowing me this great opportunity.
I am elated to be 2024 scholarship recipient from Flo. It proves to me that hard work really pays off.
Receiving this scholarship means a lot to me because not only does it help me to pursue my education in becoming a lawyer or an architect, it also helps my mom in any financial burden my studies may arise.
This scholarship will help me greatly in my school supplies and on my way to becoming a lawyer.
My Flow scholarship means freedom. Freedom to go, to grow, to become exactly who I want to be. What this scholarship means to me, it means everything. With this support, I won't have to worry about school clothes and supplies. I would like to thank Flo for believing in me and allowing me the opportunity of this scholarship.
This scholarship will help me immensely as I continue my educational journey throughout my secondary level.
Receiving this scholarship is truly an honor to me. It is a symbol of my dedication and potential.
This scholarship enabled me to reach further in my studies without my parents having all the financial pressure.
I will take this opportunity to get school supplies, get assignments done, projects and schoolwork completed in a timely manner.
Thank you, Flo.
Antiguan authorities have taken 2 women into custody for questioning related to allegations of fraud involving traditional saving schemes known as box hand or susu. The women, residents of Belmont and Potters, are suspected of defrauding their clients of thousands of dollars in savings. The police action comes after multiple individuals reported their inability to retrieve their invested funds, with some complainants stating they were unable to contact the scheme organizers. On Thursday evening, law enforcement executed search warrants at the separate residences of the 2 women, subsequently taking them into custody for questioning. The exact amount of money involved in the alleged fraud has not been disclosed, but sources suggest it could be substantial. Box hand or susu schemes are informal savings clubs popular in Caribbean communities where members contribute fixed sums regularly and take turns receiving the pooled amount. While these arrangements can be legitimate, they are also vulnerable to mismanagement or deliberate fraud. In light of this incident, the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda has issued a public advisory. They urge citizens to exercise caution and conduct thorough due diligence and background checks on individuals running box hand schemes before participating in such financial arrangements. And coming up, at least 52 dead and millions without power after Helene's deadly match across southeastern U.S. Stay with us.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Massive rains from powerful Hurricane Helene left people stranded without shelter and awaiting rescue Saturday as the cleanup began from the tempest that killed at least 52 people, caused widespread destruction across the U.S. Southeast, and left millions of customers without power. Helene blew ashore in Florida's Big Bend region as a Category 4 hurricane late Thursday, packing winds of 140 miles per hour, and then quickly moved through Georgia, the Carolinas, and Tennessee, uprooting trees, splintering homes, and sending creeks and rivers over their banks, churning up tornadoes and straining dams. Western North Carolina was essentially cut off because of landslides and flooding that forced the closure of Interstate 40 and other roads. There have been hundreds of water rescues, none more dramatic than in rural Unicoi County in East Tennessee, where dozens of patients and staff were plucked by helicopter from a hospital roof on Friday. And the rescues continued into Saturday in Buncombe County, North Carolina, where part of Asheville is underwater. There have been deaths in the county, but Emergency Services Director Van Taylor Jones said on Saturday that he wasn't ready to report specifics, partially because communication outages hindered efforts to contact next of kin. Multiple cell towers are down in the area as well. And we'll be back with a recap of the top stories.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Recapping the top stories, Nevis Historical and Conservation Society advances coastal restoration with U.S. Forest Service support. Skilec announces scheduled power outages, and SKN Robotics team wins Social Media Challenge Award at first global competition in Greece. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.